Want to have your clip featured in the Skyrim Clip of the Week? Simply record the clip on your Xbox and then send it to me via message. My gamertag is IRYENI, that's IRYENI, and then you can message it to me over Xbox and I'll be able to view it. I look forward to seeing the clips that you guys send me. Now moving on to the video. Hey, what's up guys, it's Ryan and welcome back to another episode of Modded Monday. We're on week number 187 now, guys. I've picked out 5 new mods for you guys to check out and perhaps add them to your load order if you find them interesting. But like always, before we jump into them, I want to remind you guys that I recently partnered with GamerSupps, which is the best energy drink on the market in my opinion. Now, I myself used to drink unhealthy gas station energy drinks, but switched whenever I heard about GamerSupps being the healthier choice and alternative. Since then, I've been drinking it regularly, so I reached out and got in contact with them so that we could show you guys the drink and you can try it free if you'd like. If you use my link and the code found in the description, which is RTD, you can get a 10% discount on all your drinks. And if you do end up trying it, definitely let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. Now we can jump into this week's mods, and starting us off we have the Zenabi's Pet Shop mod. Now the mod page reads that Zenabi's Pet Shop adds Zenabi-sama 2, which is a proud local of Solstheim who is now the proud owner of his very own pet shop. And it's located right across the way from Dusty the Silt Strider. This mod features 12 companion tomes which give summon powers for unique animals, creatures, contraptions, and spectral beings. There's 3 follower companions used like any other follower, 2 staves which summon ancient unique NPCs who once roamed Solstheim, and a special bestiary written by Zenabi which includes a description for each of the 12 companions. Now there's a ton of reasons why I like this mod, one of them being you now have access to 12 unique companions, as well as a bestiary book that includes all the information about the stuff that the mod adds. I think that is a perfect feature, but I also like the mod because of its unique location and backstory as well. You know, I've seen a ton of different pet shops added into Skyrim with mods, and they all seem to just be right outside of Whiterun or just thrown in the game with no type of story-driven matter. With all of these new features and content added into one small mod, I feel as though it's a perfect load order for anyone who's looking for a new companion to travel Skyrim with. And that's definitely why Zenabi's Pet Shop comes in at our number 5 spot, so I'd recommend downloading it and giving it a try for yourself. Coming in at our number 4 spot, we have the Daedric Light Armor Mihail Armors and Clothes mod. Now the mod page reads that among the various Daedric clans, there are those who are most comfortable wearing light armor compared to the traditional heavy Daedric equipment. Light Daedric armor offers good protection without weighing too much and offering greater mobility to its users, being preferred among several important clans. In terms of effectiveness, the armor behaves in the light armor category like its heavy counterpart in the heavy armor category. Both offer protection than light and heavy armors made of dragon bones and scales, but also way more. Like the heavy vanilla armor, the lightweight armor is also found at the top of the pyramid in terms of protection within its category. It's also as rare as its heavy counterpart and can eventually be found in boss chests. But if you're looking to craft it right away, you can also craft it in the forge using the Daedric smithing perk, and it can be improved as well, such as heavy armor. Finally, this armor is unisex and can be worn by any race. Now I think that this is a great addition to add into Skyrim because there is such a high praise for what the original Daedric armor looks like in the game, and having another version of that same set of armor I feel would be a perfect addition to any character. You know, whether you're rocking heavy or light armor, it's always great to find Daedric armor whether you intend to sell it, wear it, or put it on your follower to make them look badass. The more Daedric the better, and that's definitely why this mod comes in at our number 4 spot, so I'd strongly recommend downloading it. Coming in at our number 3 spot, we have a player home called the Adventurer's Sanctum. Now this adds a home ideal for an adventurer and their companions with dynamic lighting, storage, and displays for weapons and books. It also features an auto bookshelf for 224 books, weapon display cases, shield displays, enchanting, alchemy, cooking, wood chopping, blacksmith, and grinder workstations, as well as an aquarium floor, skylights, a fast travel map, dynamic lighting, idol markers, and shrines. All of this is jam-packed into one small beautiful home, so let's take a look. Now, if you've watched this series for a while, you'll definitely know that the reason why I like this house so much is because of how small and compact it is and how little wasted space there is too. But as always, that's not the only reason. There's a ton of other things as well, like the aquarium floor I thought was a brilliant idea, and the way that you open up the main front door and you walk straight into the dining room and you get to see everything in one solid room right at the beginning. I think that's also a great addition. I also love whenever house mods go above and beyond in terms of their usefulness of the house. You know, it's not just a house to display stuff and do some crafting. You can also use your fast travel map. There's skylights that you can turn on and off. There's a door that can be opened with a button. You know, there's a ton of things inside of this house that I really love, and it all comes in at a really small 7.60 megabyte mod, so why wouldn't you want a mod like this? And that's definitely why it comes in at our number 3 spot, so I'd strongly recommend downloading the Adventurer's Sanctum Player Home mod. Coming in at our number 2 spot, we have the SFO Definitive Edition. Now this is an all-in-one tree mod that comes in at 96.02 megabytes, and it is the only mod that you're going to need in terms of trees. This mod replaces the vanilla tree models and tree textures only, therefore you can use your own personal preference for grass mods and other flora plant mods. This version seeks to provide improvements such as better bark choices that fit the applicable trees, higher definition barks, an improved UV map which affects how the bark texture lays on the model, and all of the trees are manually rounded out so that the trees look as realistic as possible, and there's a drastic improvement to the heavy snow-covered tree branches. They also properly adjusted the snowy tree trunk brightness, and there's a much improved variation and custom textures given to all cut logs, firewood, fallen trees, and stumps. This mod changes all of the normal and snowy pine trees and slightly changes the aspens so that every tree is affected in Skyrim. Now this mod by itself makes all of the trees look incredibly beautiful in all of the areas that you travel to, but if you were to combine this with other mods such as the Skyland graphic overhauls and other graphic packs mods, you could create a truly unique and remastered experience in 2021. And that's definitely what I like about mods like this, is that you can use them standalone and your game will look beautiful, but you can combine them with other mods as well, and it's actually made to be combined with other mods so that you can make the game even more perfect. So if you're looking to completely transform the environment of your Skyrim, then the SFO Definitive Edition is definitely a mod I'd recommend checking out, and that's why it's featured here at our number 2 spot, so I'd strongly recommend downloading it. Coming in at our number 1 spot, we have a mod that's been requested to cover on this channel for quite some time now, the Animated Wings Ultimate mod. Now this mod adds 83 individual sets of wings across 7 distinct variants, and the variants are as follows. There's Standard Wings, Dragon Wings, Guardian Wings, Soul Hand, Sorcerer, Fairy, and Bound Wings to use as well. Now how to acquire these wings is you can craft the Rite of Wings spell tome at a forge using 1 ruined book, 1 filled grand soul gem, 1 wisp wrapping, and 2 hawk feathers. You can then read the tome to learn the spell, and casting the spell will make a menu appear allowing you to choose your wing variant or dispel your current wings. Feathered wings require 1 wisp wrapping and 2 hawk feathers, and dragon wings require 1 dragon bone and 2 dragon scales. Fairy wings will require 1 glow dust and 2 butterfly wings, and bound wings require 1 filled grand soul gem and 2 elemental ingredients. Now these wings look absolutely phenomenal, and it also gives you the feature of giving it to your followers as well. And to do that, for NPCs, you can craft the Endowment of Wings, which is another spell tome right along the other side, the Rite of Wings. And you can craft that, which also requires 1 ruined book, 1 filled grand soul gem, 1 wisp wrapping, and 2 hawk feathers. And then you can read the tome and learn the spell and cast it on any NPC, and it behaves exactly like the original Rite of Wings, but just targets NPCs. All of these wings are fully animated and behave appropriately when performing actions such as jumping, sneaking, and swimming, and it also includes the ability to easily toggle the wings on and off for both players and NPCs. And the wings work with all players, all NPCs, all genders, and any race. NPCs' wings will also actually persist until removed by the player, instead of just disappearing when you leave the area. There's so many improvements that have been added to this mod over the course of its development, and I feel as though now that they're animated, they work completely fine, and it's not that big of a mod, for what it does at least. You know, 133 megabytes is a lot in terms of other parts of a load order, but if you're adding animated dragon wings and any other type of wings and giving you the ability to have 83 different types of wings, then I feel as though 133 is definitely worthwhile, especially if you want animated wings for your character so that you can march into any situation looking like an absolute badass. So if you're more into fantasy mods and you're maybe building a fantasy load order, or maybe you just want to make your character look like an absolute tank, then the Animated Wings Ultimate is definitely a mod I'd recommend checking out, and that's why it's featured here at our number 1 spot, so I strongly recommend downloading it and giving it a try for yourself. So that's pretty much it for this week's episode of the top 5 Skyrim mods of the week. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and if you did, I'd appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe if you're new. It really helps me out a lot. And if you have any suggestions for mods you'd like me to cover in future top 5 mod episodes, be sure to let me know in the comment section below, or you can follow me on Twitter. I'll be sure to leave my Twitter in the description, and you guys can follow me on there and leave me suggestions there as well. Special shout out to my Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys have done for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will talk to you guys later.